Thank you, Team New Jersey. I love you. I just want to start by thanking everyone for being here. If you're in this room, you're either a Team Challenge participant, related to one, or a supporter of the cause, and for that, I say thank you. Thank you for supporting this cause, which deserves this much attention. In my family alone, my brother, my aunt, my 2 cousins all have Crohn's disease or ulcerative colitis. In my early 20s, I was healthy, single, living in the city, and had my dream job working at HBO. I had it all, but very quickly things changed. In my family, I was the healthy one, having watched my brother suffer from Crohn's disease since he was a little boy. So when all of a sudden I started going to the bathroom 20 times a day, it should have been a pretty easy diagnosis. But I was told that I had irritable bowel syndrome and that I should just chill out, do yoga, and drink Gatorade. I'm not a doctor, but that didn't sound right to me. I trusted my instinct, and 3 doctors later, the doctor finally decided to give me a colonoscopy, and it showed a definite diagnosis of Crohn's disease. I experimented with all of the fun drugs, but nothing worked for years. Finally, my doctor decided enough was enough. 2 days before Thanksgiving in 2001, he put me in the hospital to go on IV steroids. This hospital stay would change my life forever. My huge family, seated right there, and wonderful friends stayed by my side and brought Thanksgiving to me. Unfortunately, we were making a little too much noise for my elderly neighbor across the hall, and she complained to the hospital's hospitality manager. That manager came to my room to tell me to be quiet. He came in, he shut the door, and he never told us to be quiet. He came back to my room every day after that for a full month. He helped calm my mother's nerves. He let me vent to him when the lab lost my blood work and when they came to draw yet again. He sat by my side during a painful procedure because my parents hadn't arrived at the hospital yet that day. He also managed to find me someone to give me a pedicure in the hospital, which is very important for Crohn's patients. Actually, if that were true, I would be cured by now. I had a lot to thank him for, and I have even more to thank him for now. Actually, it was exactly 7 years ago, this weekend, that we were flying to Kona together, not as Team Challenge participants, but as husband and wife, leaving for our honeymoon. Happy anniversary, Steve. We have been married for 7 years on June 4th, and have been together as a couple since a week after I left that hospital. He met me with my gorgeous hospital gown on and tubes coming out of my arms and fell in love anyway. If that isn't true love, I don't know what is. And these days, I'm especially thankful to him for the 2 beautiful children that he has given me. Love story aside, my doctors finally put me on a biologic medication since my brother had been on it successfully for years. It allowed me to feel good again. It allowed me to have a wedding where I didn't need to worry about running for the bathroom in my beautiful wedding dress. It was a miracle drug, until it wasn't. About a year after my first child, my beautiful son, was born, I suddenly had severe psoriasis on my skin and seemed to be getting pink eye every other week. Several doctors later, I discovered that the medicine was causing my psoriasis and that the medicine wasn't working enough to keep my newly diagnosed episcleritis under control. I lost more than half my head of hair and had bleeding skin up and down my entire body and had to wear glasses every day after wearing contacts for 20 years. I looked and felt like a freak. But my bowels were behaving, so nobody wanted to take me off that medication. Instead, they put me on another medication to counteract the side effects. My skin cleared up right away, but when a doctor says to you, your case keeps me up at night, it doesn't make you feel that good. So I was convinced I was going to get cancer. Aside from getting healthy and getting off at least one of the toxic medications, I had another goal in mind. I wanted another child. I wanted my son to have a sibling. My wonderful team of doctors worked together to take me off the medication. It was all very scientific, but 9 months later, my beautiful daughter was born. And while pregnant, during my 2nd and 3rd trimesters, it was the best I ever felt. No Crohn's symptoms, no skin problems. I was healthy and glowing. Immediately following my pregnancy, it was the first time I had felt good in a long time. I felt whole and complete. I was finally able to take a deep breath. So I had to try something that I had wanted to do for years. I had heard about about Team Challenge and knew that for me to run a half marathon would be pulling off the impossible. I now had 2 kids, one who at the time was only a few months old. I worked full time, and I had not done a cardiovascular activity in years. And I hate running. And that's exactly why I did it. I wanted to prove to myself that the attitude that I had in my teenage years before I was diagnosed was still there. The attitude that you could do anything you set your mind to, despite your obstacles. I wanted to show my children that they can do anything they want to as long as you work hard. And I wanted to raise serious funds because, no pun intended, I am sick of this crap. We need to find a cure. When I started the Team Challenge experience, I was feeling great. My medication was keeping my bowels in check, and pregnancy had seemed to flip a switch, and my skin was doing great. Fast forward 16 weeks, and my story is quite different. I've started to notice that I'm flaring earlier and earlier and needing my medication ahead of schedule. And my skin seems to have taken a turn for the worse. I have 2 big doctor's appointments set up for a week from now, but uncertainty is looming over me. I don't know what's next for me. So I will keep doing Team Challenge until there is a cure. You have my word on that. And I hope I have my husband's support on that. Team Challenge has been everything I thought it would be. It has been challenging, especially during a flare-up, and has been the most rewarding thing I have done for myself in years. I am one of the slowest runners on my team, and I cannot describe to you the goosebumps I get when my entire team waits and applauds as I, or we, some of the other slow runners are here with me, complete each run. I have been nervous since I started that I would not be able to finish this half marathon. I now know that it doesn't matter, but I will finish. There is a feeling... There is a feeling you get when you're in the hospital. You feel the love and support and warmth from your family and friends. Of course, that they love you all the time, but it's different when you're in the hospital. It is a level of support that cannot be described. That is now the feeling I have from my Team Challenge experience. The way that my family, friends, and coworkers rallied around me, they helped me raise over $12,000. They're constantly asking me how my training is going and giving me kudos. People who I haven't spoken to in years supported me through Facebook, and coworkers I have never met donated after seeing my information on our company website. Now it's time for some thank yous. First and foremost, thank you to my awesome Team Challenge New Jersey friends, mentors, our amazing coaches, and the wonderful endurance manager, Ashley. Thank you guys. You have all supported me every step of the way, whether it was keeping my slow pace with me, telling poop jokes, or just giving me a pep talk. I literally couldn't have done this without you. I know you're all going to kick butt tomorrow. Or should I say, kick badasses? And this is a little off speech, but a little story about today. I found out that I might have gone to number 6 on the fundraising list, and my Team Challenge friends all opened up their wallets and started taking out money so that I could be top 5. And for that, I love you guys. Financially and emotionally throughout this entire adventure. And to all of them, I am forever grateful. Thank you to my HBO family who supported me in a big way through donations, helping me with my bake sales, and basically listening to me talk about Team Challenge every day for the last 4 months. To my college roommate and best friend Marissa, who showed up and surprised me here tonight. Thank you for your support. Thank you for your support, regardless of the fact that you were in and out of the hospital having your colon removed while I was complaining about running 10 miles. Marissa, I am running this one for you too, and I am determined that you and I, and Rachel, will run the next one together in Vegas. To my parents, my own personal cheering squad, thank you for your never-ending support throughout this entire journey. Nobody was more surprised and enthusiastic about this decision to run a half marathon than my parents. I am so lucky that all 4 of you are here tonight, and I am excited for you to see me cross that finish line. And I'll add it in, thank you so much for taking care of the children while I've been stressed out today and yesterday. Thank you guys, I love you. To my children, to Emma, thank you for letting, Emma and Matthew, thank you for letting Mommy go run every weekend. Emma, thank you for finally sleeping at night so that Mommy can rest after a long run. She's only 10 months old. One day, I will explain to you what I did, and I hope you'll be proud of your Mommy. To my amazing son, Matthew, sometimes you don't like when Mommy leaves the house, but you always seem to understand when Mommy had to go for a run. Picturing you at that finish line has been my motivation the whole time. You were truly a remarkable boy, and I know you'll be proud of Mommy, even though I'm not the fastest one. And I'm not going to win tomorrow, Matthew, but just by finishing, I will win. I love you. To my husband, the hospitality manager, Larry, I told you on New Year's Day that my resolution was to join Team Challenge and run this half marathon. I told you I needed your support, and I couldn't do this without you. You have given me that support every day and throughout every aspect of this challenge. Thank you for your love and support and for being captain of my cheerleading squad. I love you very much. Thank you to all of you for all that you have done. It takes a very special person to sign up for a challenge of this magnitude, and it is amazing to be surrounded by such greatness this evening. I cannot change the fact that I have Crohn's disease. I am thankful, however, that my disease brought me my wonderful husband, and now we have these 2 amazing children. My disease has also given me a purpose. It is because of that purpose that I will run my first half marathon, but not my last. And I will continue to raise funds until there is a cure. A cure is needed for me, my brother, my aunt, my 2 cousins, my college roommate, her sister, my teammates, and all of those in this room, and the 1.4 million other people who have ulcerative colitis and Crohn's disease. Thank you so much.